Hi everyone, this is Colleen O'Connor, Intuitive Life Consultant. This is my first Facebook Live event, so working with the lighting and some other technical things here. So I have an event coming up that I want to invite people to. It's a free online energy clearing event, and it's going to be Thursday, August 26th at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm located here close to Seattle, about an hour away, so I'm on that Pacific West Coast. But I thought it'd be really helpful for people to experience what it is that I do and how I can help you. So right now, at this point in time, there really is a lot of confusion and uncertainty and worry that's going on in the world. And when I am looking at what I can do to assist people who are tuning into this, those are some of the things that come up to work on. Now, when I say that, what I usually do first is look at which area of life is the biggest weakness. What is it that those who are watching this, what do they need first? And the first thing that comes up, because there's 6 areas of life, is actually purpose. So purpose with your career and also with business. So those are some areas where the things that are happening in the world right now are affecting people. So here's what I'd like you to do whenever you're watching this. First, just take a minute, take a deep breath, let it all out, and just feel your feet on the floor, and just maybe even close your eyes if it's safe for you to do so, and tune into your body and just notice what's going on. Do you have any sensations in any part of your body, your head, your throat, your stomach, your back, your neck, your legs, wherever that may be? So just take a moment and tune into what's there, what's present. Okay, so whatever's there right now, I'm going to do some energetic clearing. So first of all, so for whoever's tuning into this, before we get into the specifics of that general weakness that's coming up for the confusion and the uncertainty with career, first thing that comes up is to strengthen people to receive this. And when I do this this work, sometimes I close my eyes, I move my hands around, I make kind of funny gestures and things like that. So just go with it. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. Just feel. The idea here is just to feel the shift, to feel the energy, and to feel a difference in a beneficial way. So yeah, so first thing for everybody tuning in is your central nervous system. So there's your brains. We have actually, from this method, which I do is the Yuen Method, we have what we call 5 brains. So your cranial brain, spinal cord, the tail brain, the sacral brain, the coccyx brain. So really everybody for the coccyx area of the body, the end of the torso, that is a weakness there. So we want to strengthen that and clear anything that's blocking that area. And that's coming, it's on a mental level, so body, mind, spirit. It's on a non-conscious level, so it's actually on a psychic level. So who is that coming from? And the other thing you'll see me do, that I do a lot of times, is actually have a book that I work with. So I look at some of my charts that I have to do this method. And that's collective. And there's even some religious influences. Even if you aren't religious, there are other people who are, and we're all connected. So you're being affected by some experiences from them. Okay, so let's clear all those things. And now that's kind of in body, mind, spirit. It's actually in the spirit. So we're moving that out of the spirit. Moving all the reasons, all the causes, all the sources, out of the past, out of the future. Okay, down to 0 minus infinity. Okay, that feels better now. Okay, the nerves. So people's nerves are feeling weak to me, so I'm going to clear all the things that are on your nerves. So it's actually a non-physical level. Psychic again. A psychological, psychic. So this comes again from the general things happening in the world with COVID, where there's a lot of almost obsessive compulsive, just overguarding, overprotecting, just because we are wearing masks, we're social distancing. So all those things are triggering people. So we want to just remove the triggers, the issues, and the choices out of everybody's body, mind, spirit. Again, on that psychic, mental, but psychic level at the same time. Removing all that down to zero minus infinity. All the reasons, all the causes, the sources, other lifetimes, and having limitations. Yes, so having experiences of other lifetimes of having limits put, imposed. So we're going to remove all that. Remove that out of the mind. And now actually out of the body, the central nervous system, so the brain. The meninges, the nerves. Okay, so let's, again, more with the nerves. Nerve pathways or structures. And the nerve fibers. Okay, so we want to alkalize those. We want to strengthen the myelin sheath of the nerves. Okay, and if this doesn't make sense, don't worry about it. Forget about it. Just feel the change, feel the shift. That's all you're going after. It's kind of like you use your cell phone, your iPhone, your smartphone. You don't know all the programming that goes behind it, how it was engineered and developed necessarily, and how all that works, but you do know how to use it, right? So same concept here. Don't worry about exactly how it all works, just feel it. Okay, so let's check in on the nerves. Okay, there's still something going on there, some weaknesses. So your cells, nerve endings. Okay, now it's on a non-physical again. Okay, so more psychological. Again, outside of those who are tuning in here. Having to do with education. So when we say education, is that something you've been taught or something you're teaching? It's something you're being taught. This is another thing that happens when I work on people, is that I feel the energy and I yawn a lot. Okay, so something you're taught, is that present, past, or future? Present, past, future. Okay, so things that you are being taught right now. Yes, again, so this is where some of the confusion and uncertainty, the worry, the fear, the doubt. So we're going to remove all of that, taking all those things, making them even. And so we're going to look at what degree of influence. Is it finite, infinite, or beyond? It's beyond infinite. And that, of course, this is like a worldwide pandemic we've been dealing with. So we're going to take all those beyond infinite influences, bring them together, bring them down to earth, make them finite, make them even, and we're going to strengthen them and send them away to the black hole wormhole, far, far away from all this on this planet, so you can be strongly separate, independent, and neutral from what's going on. You can know what's going on. You can be in it, but not of it. So just be neutral about it. So what that means is not sticking your head in the sand, but it means that you are staying centered in yourself, your truest, highest, strongest self. So anything that's interfering with that, what we call fragmentation, separation, disconnection from yourself, we're going to remove all of that. Those experiences, those energies, inputs, influences. There's even some curses, spells. Again, you don't need to believe these things. It may sound weird, doesn't matter. Do you feel the difference? That's all we care about. So removing those things, making them even, one, contained. Again, beyond infinite influences here. Bring those back to earth, make them finite, make them even. And send them away out of your body, spirit, mind. Okay. Okay, clear that down to zero minus infinity. Okay, all the reasons, all the causes, the sources, the past, the future, all the effects. Okay, so past and the future are good, but we want to remove the effects. Again, those are beyond infinite effects. So we are going to bring those together, bring them down to earth, make them finite, make them even, strengthen, send them away, down to zero minus infinity, and strengthen you to totally, completely, absolutely be free. Eliminate, free, independent, release, and to release, to forgive, forget, unconditional, in your body, spirit, mind. Okay, and then there's just other intervening and interfering influences, so we're going to remove all those. Again, now we've gone from things being beyond infinite, now there's about an infinite amount of influences, so we're going to bring that together. Bring it to earth, make it finite, make it even. I always even things out energetically. Remember, we're just dealing with energy here. When we clear up that energy, we open ourselves up, we connect back to ourselves. That leaves us open to better experiences coming in and be able to get what we want. Okay, I'm feeling that. Hope you are too. Okay, so we've cleared up a lot of things here. Okay, and then there's just some remnants, residuals. Okay, and then to strengthen people's minds, clear the mental processes, mental influences, again, from things that are being taught, some true, some untrue, and some just unclear. So we're going to remove that. And there's a lot of what I'm picking up now is cultural family influences that are kind of weighing people down. And now we're going to look at that. Is it now, this time and place, or another? And that's actually in future time. So we just look at timelines energetically. So it's like in the coming days. So we want to remove all those things, the days of the weeks, also the months, decades, centuries, eons. Okay, so just the short-term time. So we're going to remove all that. Getting cleared out of your spirit. Okay. Okay, that's feeling better. Just tuning in here. Okay, there's still some fears and limitations. Is that inside of those people who are here or outside? Inside our viewers or outside? Okay, so now this is specific to people who are watching this, not so much the outside influences, but inside of you. Okay, now it's just more the mind again. So just clear the mind, empty the mind, all the negative thinking, thinking of others, thinking of you, people thinking of each other. Okay, and what comes up in the 6 areas of life, which are health, money, finances, less aging, or also just youthfulness, fitness, and career, job, purpose, or business, and relationships. So the biggest weakness is coming out is fitness. So fitness isn't necessarily what we think about, like going to the gym. It's more, I mean, it is physical fitness internally, but it can also be non-physical, like fitting into a situation, fitting into a place, whatever that case may be. So like maybe a social situation, or to your job, or your family. In this case, it is non-physical, so it's mental. And it is psychic again, so there's more psychic, collective again. So again, so now we want to again separate, make everyone strongly separate, independent, neutral from all the collective influences. So you can be in it but not of it. Bring those things together. And what is that about? So there's some general relationship issues for the collective that are affecting those of you that are watching. So we're going to take those relationship issues So is that people with themselves or with other people? People with themselves, people with others. So is that generally more personal or professional? So it's more personal relationships. So let's look at which personal relationships that is. So spousal relationships. And then with your community, and race relations as well. So we want to, that's a lot of stuff. So again, it's beyond infinite influences. We're going to bring those together, make them even, one, contained, bring them to earth, make them finite, neutralize them, strengthen them, and send them away out of your body, your spirit. Your spirit no longer needs to hold on to them. Okay, so delete that down to 0, minus infinity. And what's coming up there is, it's not just out of your body, mind, spirit, but it's also your central nervous system, computer programming. Again, the meninges and nerves, the meninges to nerves, nerve to meninges. So let's look at the nerves again. So there's some trauma. So we got to remove that trauma out of the nerves. Nerve structures, nerve systems, or organs, or tissue cells, the cells of the nerves, molecules, and on the quantum level. So removing all of that trauma. It's emotional, psychic trauma. So bringing that together again, make it all even, and then strengthen your whole system to detox that out of the body. So we're gonna, that requires, there's the black holes of the body need to be strong and open, and things moving, flowing in and out. So things that you don't need, we want them to flow out. And for that, we got to clear up the misinformation, again, from the collective and family influences. And that's actually other lifetimes. And there's some reactions, reactivity, sensations, emotions, and reactions, but the reactions are mental reactions, subconscious, non-conscious. And so I'm going to delete all of the triggers around that. Yeah, there's a lot of mental reaction. And that's across the board, inside of you and outside of you, the people around you. And that's actually ancestral and family influences from the last 5,000 years. So we'll bring that together. All this is just information that comes up. So you might think, like, where is she getting this? Well, I connect into the whoever I'm working on, and then kind of ask the question, is it this or that? And then all this information just starts coming up to my brain. So that's what's happening. It's just going with what is coming up. So again, don't worry about it if it doesn't make sense. Just feel it. Okay. Okay, still something with the reactions though. Reactions to sensations, sensations to reactions. We're moving that. Reactions to emotions, emotions to reactions, reactions to reactions. It's really like a reaction to your reaction. So we've got to remove all of that. And then it's also a reaction to something new, which is this method, to feeling better, actually. Reaction to this happening quickly. We're going to be able to quickly resolve these things. And actually to not have to suffer. So delete the reaction, we're clearing out that reaction to not have to suffer. We don't have to suffer. Even if other people are stressed out, worried, or fear, well, send them this link so that they can get some energy clearing and not suffer. So let's remove that. Okay, so that's all clearing out. That feels a lot better. Okay. Okay, then there's just a lot of emotions about not having this anxiety, confusion, worry, fear, the effects of all of these things that we're clearing. So we're just removing all of that. Again, that's all the mind. Okay. And then we want to remove what we call the false tools. So that is, I'm feeling that this energy is moving and shifting, growing, and feels like there's some of you are feeling it, and there's other people who are not fully feeling it, but that's because there's this shutdown effect. So we want to remove that. And that's from the mind. There's a subconscious and unconscious, so psychic level again. And that's from the collective and yourself. So just strengthen your energy to be open, to be ready, to be open, receptive, open to this experience, to changing, some resistance to change, we're removing that. Okay, so I'll clear that up. Okay, and then we want the body to respond, to be open to all this going out of your body. So we strengthen your midline of your body. That's this central channel that goes up and down, basically where your brain and your spinal cord all the way down to your sacrum. So we strengthen that, your midline, and open up the body cavities, and then what we call the exit portals. So that's areas of your body where energy moves out. So under your chin, under your arm, your hands, your fingers, your feet. People's feet need to be strengthened on toes, your colon, genitals, bladder, sacrum. So sacrum is weak. So I want to strengthen that, a flexibility and the speed there. So there's too much slowness. So I've got to put some fitness into that sacrum. Okay, the back of the sacrum to the front to the back, the left to the right to the left, the top to the bottom on the top. Get everything moving. Okay. Okay, I'm going to send all this energy down and out, down and out. And then we want to clear up and strengthen the meridians to get moving, get going. All the meridians, make them all even. Lighten them up, loosen them up. Central nervous system to the meridians, meridian, central nervous system. And then open the chakras as well. And clear out the astral, the aura, that's your aura, etheric, mental, causal. All the energy centers of the body. We're gonna download some programming into all who are watching so that you can just feel that energy move. Clearing, I like to do this thing called scrubbing bubbles. So it just, an energy that just comes and flows and just clears out all the debris energetically in your whole system, from the macro level to the micro, micro to macro, your brains, your spinal cord, your meninges, your cerebral spinal fluid, your nerves. Okay. So I'm sure there's going to be more things for people, but this is just, again, just to get you a sense of what I do and how I can benefit you and others, but also just so that we get the energy in the world moving in the right directions. Like, let's keep coming back to our true selves, to our higher selves, so we can raise the energy in a beneficial way for everybody, so that we're no longer having to, have this situation we're having in the world right now. But let's make sure everybody's strong for everything we've done. It feels good. Strengthen everyone to release. There's a little weakness there. And to forgive. Forgive yourself, forgive others, forgive the world, forgive this instance, other instances that are being triggered. There's some other programming that will be beneficial. I'm going to just download that. And let's reset everybody's body, mind, spirit. Reprogramming everybody's thinking, perception, awareness. Okay. And then we're strengthening everybody's internal boundaries to external boundaries. And then the internal dynamics to the external dynamics. And vertices. And want to make sure everybody's central nervous systems are nice and strong. Okay, so there's some weakness with the cells, so I'm going to strengthen that. So this is the coordination and the synergizing, the working together with evenness, integration, balance. So the cellular integration, so I'm going to strengthen that, put that in sync and order and rhythm. And also to strengthen everybody, again, reconnecting with your truest, highest, strongest self, all back into your body, integrating all levels of your being, so that even integrated and balanced. Okay, that feels good. So if whenever you've tuned in and watched this, let me know what you felt and how it went for you, any feedback, and if you have anything that, any topics that come up for you. I intend to do some more Facebook Live events and do some of this work. So stay tuned and stay strong. And please join me for, again, my free event that's next week, Thursday, August 26th at 5 p.m. It'll be here on Facebook Live. And I'll do some, again, just to recap what I'll be doing. I will be doing some stuff for the general group, and then I'll take some requests from individuals on things that they need some energy clearing on. All right, have a great and wonderful rest of your day or night, depending on where you are in the world.